Hello all. Hi again from Lance at JR Jeep. I am out and about today. It is toward the end of March. It's a beautiful day. Not sunny, but it's in the 50s. So today I was going after errands, get some stuff done. One of the things I wanted to get done includes upgrading what's in the back of the Jeep here. So we're probably all aware there's a number of great options out there for modifying the back of your Jeep as far as storage options. One of the very well-known options out there is by Goose Gear. I think it's an awesome product. I've seen it in person and also seen many renditions of it online in various posts through YouTube. I know people love that system, and I've looked at it many times. I just can't justify the cost for the amount of off-roading I do at this time. If I was more hardcore or had the time, like some of the folks I follow, might be a great option. I have continued to look for these options that might be similar but different, offer a lot of the same capabilities over the last couple of years. As you're going to see in a moment, I did my own rendition, which is slightly modified due to the removal of the back seats, and I've shared that before, but I have the cargo dog system in where the back seats were, and that has worked out quite well. But the very back of the Jeep, I still wanted something different than what you're going to see in a moment. So in searching about 2 months ago, I found a company called Wheels and Feels online. It is in Texas, and they make storage units for not only Jeeps but many other companies, and they sell these as plain kits that you can modify and install, or that are finished and you can install with options, of course, and their price point is pretty reasonable. So mine came in the mail last week, as weather hadn't been the most cooperative, and also I had some things going on, including being sick for a little bit. I have not been able to get around to it until now, but looking forward to doing that today and sharing it with you. But first, let's take a look at what we got in the back of the Jeep right now. So pardon the mess, I have been moving some stuff around, so some of my winter stuff is in there. Something that pretty much always stays in my Jeep is the Set Power fridge. I've had videos on that in the past. I do have a couple different models. The one that's going to go with me on longer trips is going to be different than this. It's going to be the bigger unit. I have this hitched up currently now to Blue Yeti small power pack, and it is a nice system for when I'm out and about, and say I stop at a grocery store or a butcher shop, maybe I'm out of the city and I want to keep things proper temperature. Gives me a great option. Or I'm just on a day trip or overnight camping. This works out perfect for this. The other thing that I got was the Overland Systems storage cabinet. This has been a nice unit. It's pretty deep. It has a lot of storage in it. It is not sectionalized. It does have carpeting in it. It is locking. I do like it, and I might continue to use it in some way, shape, or form. But right now, I think, and the other option it has is basically to pull out for my fridge. So this has worked out fairly nice, but it doesn't come out that far from the back of the Jeep, so it limits the lid opening. They do also have a cutting board system on that you can bring out. That's worked pretty good. But this base that you see here, if you looked at my videos, you're probably going to remember me putting that together a couple years back. And that goes till where the rear seat delete would have been, in the back of the Jeep. With what I've done over the past couple of years, I wanted something that maybe would have more cabinet space but not take a lot of high room. Maybe be a little bit lower, offer more cabinet, still have a place to put the fridge on. And that Wheels and Feels one is going to be the option for that. So, without further ado, I am going to head home and get to the progress of putting that in, and I'll share with you. What we're basically doing now, folks, is assembling the drawer system for the Wheels and Feels rear cabinet. on my Jeep JKU. All these parts, as you can see, were laser cut. So it looks, so far, I'm liking the construction. It looks very well made. So we're just going to continue putting this together. So we got both of those sides on. Now we just got to put on the front and back. Make sure the drawer system does have front and rear backing. You can see it's engraved JK. Then you have your handholds here to help pull it out. So we want to make sure that is facing out. The construction seems very snug. That's what I believe they did a really good job of designing this and then cutting it. My best analogy to this would be if you've put together IKEA stuff, which most of us I believe have done, you would have no problem putting this together. Okay, we're back at it again. We installed the sides that we had initially, that are the slides for this. So those are installed. This is the back, this is the front. Right now what I'm looking to do is install the flare outs for the back. Then we have a locking mechanism here that has to be mounted. So that's the next thing I'm going to do. These and the screws are all here. This is the top piece. You can see where those hinges would be on here if we wanted to do that. I've got to mount to the top of the locking mechanism here. Sorry about that. See, she is pretty much together. Lid is on, everything like that. These two pieces, which go on the front, they say not to put in until after I get into the Jeep. So right now what we're going to attempt to do is lift this and get it in. This is about 45 pounds. I think I can handle it okay. But we're going to turn the camera around and go at it. Okay. A little up close video as well, just to show you. You can see these notches that we put on before are designed to fit right in there. So that's pretty good design. Other mounting points are those ones we put on the inside. So with the drawer pulled out slightly, you can get at those. Again, these notches fit perfectly in here. So well done. So here we have the install. As you can see, fits in there pretty well. Fit and finish is nice. I do have to finish off a couple trim pieces yet, which I'm going to do right now. But overall, I am very impressed by this device. You can see our drawer system. See, they made these brackets that you can hold it up. I also talked to them, and this is heavy enough that it can support And that top is heavy enough it can support a fridge slide. So I am going to be installing a fridge slide on it yet, so I can put my refrigerator back in here. That is the intent. So we'll finish off the next couple pieces. So these are extra storage cabinets. Now I gotta look, there's probably some material I gotta put on there to lock it in place, but that is pretty handy so you don't lose wasted space here. Great place to store extra stuff, maybe recovery gear, things like that that you don't use often. I think it's going to be a really good place to maybe put a jack. Cool little Jeep logo on there. And their insignia, Wheels and Fields. Again, the other storage area is put in. That's very handy. That looks like a well thought out design. I really thank the company for this. This is my installed Wheels and Fields storage unit for 2015 JKU. I hope you enjoyed. Well, thank everybody for stopping by today for this. I know it's been a while since I've been doing some installs, but the weather was a little bit more tolerant today to work in. So please give a thumbs up to the video if you enjoyed this. I have other videos coming up shortly in relation to Rocklights installs, the Wolfbox mirror, which I'm going to be putting on with the front and rear camera. All those are coming down the pike. And then I got some trips planned, which I'm going on, which I will share with you as well. One is to Tigerton OHV Park. Another is the Jeep Jamboree coming up in July. Really looking forward to that. So until next time, again, please give a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel. I am trying to build to 500 subscribers. I'd really like you along for the ride and what I'm doing. And I hope you appreciate it, because I appreciate you having you here. Have a great day and look forward to seeing you on the trail. Bye-bye.